And with that, hello everyone and welcome to Magic 2015. Alrighty. So yeah, Magic 2015, released in 2014. Usually it's always 1 year before the actual year. I already played Magic 2014 till the end, but never finished 2015. I'm like 20 hours in or something like that, I don't know. But I just decided to do it on stream now, completely. I hope we can still do everything on stream. I'm not sure how it handles that, because I think it's account based on in this game and not file based. What is that? 11? Is that my account? Practice duel, equip deck, notification, freezing winds. Sure. Why not? Equip deck, something. It's been a while since I played this game. I think it's with your own deck here. Yeah, you have like the deck creator here. Let's start up single player. Campaign, tutorial. Let's play the tutorial. I haven't played in quite a while. The first quest, the basics. Let's just do the full playthrough. It's a little bit quiet, isn't it? Let me increase the music a little bit. Where is that? I guess here in help and options, settings. We're gonna play on Planeswalker, quick duel practice, sure, display hints. See each session on the best cards to play, Mage, Arch, Mage, Eye, opponents only. Display tips, sure, see helpful information on Magic cards and rules, server room content, toggle on of downloading of dynamic content from Magic 2015 service, sure. Why not? Why is it 50? I don't quite understand that, but okay, and why is it 8? Don't play with that shit. There we go. Subtitles, voice communication, music. Let's turn it all a little bit off. On here, tutorial voice overview. I think that's better. Combat animations, turn combat animations on or off. Let's leave them on, why not? Oh no, let's turn it off. I remember that it's really bad vibrations, so I don't really need that. Simplified targeting, while on you can't make your opponent gain life, damage your own creatures and so on. No, that's not good. While on you must select continue to end your main phase. We don't need that. See your entire library when searching for cards. I think I need that. When your creatures are blocked by multiple creatures, blocking order is chosen for you. Always use optional abilities, always use beneficial untargeted May abilities, no. Automatic resolve effects of many spells and abilities. I don't really know what that means. Auto land, change to manually or automatically just land. Doesn't really matter to me, to be quite honest, so that'll be okay for now. Let's play single player. We're gonna play the tutorial and start with the first one and work our way up. Playing lands, summoning creatures, and combat. I think we will be busy for at least a month with that game. You are a Planeswalker. Planeswalkers draw mana from lands they've visited and use that energy to summon creatures to defeat their rivals. In the Magic game, you'll use your creatures to attack your opponent, or to block an attack.
Welcome to Magic. You and your opponents take the role of Planeswalkers, powerful sorcerers who can magically travel between planes of existence.
Alright, voiceover, nice.
To win, you must defeat your opponent by bringing his life total down from 20 to 0. To do this, you will use a variety of tools, represented in the game as a deck of shuffled cards. All players have their own decks to play with. We call this your library.
Subtitles don't quite match, but it's okay.
At the beginning of the game, each player draws 7 cards.
It's a green land
If you
cards.
opening hand, you have the option of redrawing, called a mulligan. To take a closer look at your cards, zoom in.
Alright, let's do that.
As you can see, Magic cards have many symbols and words. We'll explain what they mean as the game continues.
So basically we have here some costs. The name, of course, a rumbling bluff in that case. There what it is, it's a creature, so it's a type of creature, it's not a spell, it's not an aura, it's a creature. And what kind of creature it is. It's a beast, it's not an undead, it's not a bird, it's nothing like that. I don't know what that means, I guess that's the version of the card pack or something like that, I don't know. Then you have the costs here. You need at least 2 forest lands, and you need 2 other lands. There's forest lands, there's might be no light lands, or I don't know how they're called, dark lands or something like that. And then there, of course, you have the description. And a dim light beneath the vast trees of deep glade. Bellows prowl in search of prey. Their guttural calls are more felt than heard, but their attack scream carries for miles. I guess that's the artist here, Jasper Ising, however you pronounce the name. And then you have, of course, the attack and the defense. I'm not quite sure how that was calculated in this game. I think you always keep your attack and defense after the turn is over. You can, of course, attack with multiple guys or cards.
To begin playing Magic, you must complete a series of quests.
Each quest will be related to one of the 5 colors of magic: light, dark, fire, forest, and water. I just call it like that right now. I don't know how they're exactly called.
For the first quest, you're playing a green deck. Green's specialty is large, powerful creatures. Your opponent is Crimson Mage.
Crimson Mage. So I guess he plays fire. So he plays fast, many creatures with powerful sorceries.
To cast spells or summon creatures, you're gonna need some resources. In Magic, the main resource, mana, comes from lands. Every turn you may play a land from your hand. Once you have enough lands on the battlefield, you'll have the mana you need to cast spells, including summoning creatures. Play a land now.
Alrighty. Play a land now. Let's do that.
Since you don't have enough mana to cast any spells yet, we'll pass the turn to Crimson Mage.
Yep, we do. So there's where it goes, alright. You have the main phase 1, then you have the battle phase, then you have the main phase 2, and the end phase.
He needs to cast spells.
So he might be able to cast something already.
Cast a spell.
Alright, will he damage me?
Crimson Mage has summoned a creature. Attacking with creatures, like Crazed Goblin, is the major way players defeat their opponents. On every creature card, the bottom corner displays its power and toughness.
Crazed Goblin attacks each turn if able, okay. So if he can attack, he will attack. Because fighting is easier than figuring out what else to do. Alright, so this is a creature, type Goblin Warrior. The Crazed Goblin costs 1 fire mana to cast. I guess they're called mountains or something like that. Take a closer look at a Crazed Goblin. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in.
Is the amount of damage a creature deals in combat. toughness is the amount of damage needed to destroy this creature.
Alright, yeah, I know
Every
all of
spell
that.
has a mana cost. To summon Crazed Goblin, it costs Crimson Mage a single red mana. It's represented by this symbol. He had to use up or tap his land
Yeah,
to
it's a
pay to
mountain.
cast this spell. Tapped cards are turned sideways. Mana costs can be more complex than Crazed Goblins. Summoning this creature will cost 4 mana, and 2 of the mana must be green.
Yeah, I already explained that to the audience.
When a player gains control of a creature, it can't attack or do anything that requires tapping. This is called summoning sickness. These creatures will have a dizzy look to them. But we can expect the Crazed Goblin to attack on Crimson Mage's next turn.
I don't think it was a tutorial when I started the game back
Now
in
it's our turn.
2014.
Let's summon Colonian Tusker. To cast this spell, play a second land, and then choose the creature that costs 2 green mana.
The Colonian Tusker costs 2 green mana, it's a creature, beast, and all this time I thought we were tracking it. Looks about right. I have interesting designs. Let's play another forest, and then we play the Colonian Tusker.
This creature's power and toughness are
Way
3/3.
stronger.
More than a match for that Crazed Goblin. Let's pass the turn.
Theoretically, you could also press
Now,
space
Crimson
to
Mage will play a land
stop
and then attack us
the
with
game,
the Crazed
or
Goblin.
press the stop
The
timer
Crazed
thing
Goblin has to
for like
attack
spells or
because
something
its
like
rules
that.
say it must.
Now Crimson Mage will play a land and then attack us with the Crazed Goblin. Crazed Goblin's roots say it must attack each turn and we can defend it. Even though we have still summoning sickness, we can still defend it because it doesn't require tapping. It's just taking the damage. Now that's new.
When a creature attacks, it taps and moves forward. Now you have a
Now you have a chance to respond with creatures you want to block with. You happen to have a creature on the battlefield that will block very well.
If Crimson Mage's attacking creatures aren't blocked, you will take damage. Your Colonian Tusker can keep you safe. Creatures with summoning sickness can block. Block the Crazed Goblin!
What enthusiasm. Alright, there we go. And we want to block. The input delay is a little bit weird, but it's okay, I guess.
During the combat damage step, each creature deals damage equal to their power. This time, these creatures will deal damage to each other at the same time. Crazed Goblin will die, and the Colonian Tusker will survive.
And at the end of the turn, the damage gets back, or the toughness gets back. I'm not staying at 1, I'm gonna go back to 3. Which is a nice thing about Magic, so you have to really think your way through that. If you have a powerful card,
each creature heals.
you need a lot
Any
of
damage
cards to
dealt
block
them
it.
is removed. You don't have to keep track of damage from turn to turn.
So 1/9 might be more powerful than a 9/1, because you just need 1 creature to block it.
Play
1
another
attack.
land.
Play another land. What do we have here? We have a Ferris Band Centaur. Poets speak of your unrivaled speed. The champions add to the assembled centaurs, but it is plain to see that your true strength lies in your unwavering loyalty to one another. The Tariot. Okay. It's a centaur warrior. It costs 5, so we cannot play anything right now. But we can attack.
Now it's our chance to attack Crimson Mage.
Colonian Tusker no longer has summon sickness. It can attack, click on Colonian Tusker and then click attack button to attack with it.
Because he doesn't have any creatures to block with, Crimson Mage will take 3 points of damage.
I thought I
Don't have
disabled the
any spells that
animations.
you can cast for now, so let's pass the turn.
What is that? And that's a blood crazed neonite. Looks like a vampire, like an elf or something like that from Witcher. Blood-crazed Neonite attacks each turn if able. Oh, it's a vampire. Whenever blood-crazed Neonite deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it, okay? Well, we can defend it, I suppose. Let's play another card and play this one. We will attack with this guy, then we will defend with this guy.
Time to attack. Send your Colonian. It's important to know that in Magic, you can only decide that your creatures are attacking an opponent. You don't have control over which of your opponent's creatures will block.
In the most cases.
Unless the card says otherwise, blocked creatures deal all damage to the creatures that blocked them. No damage is dealt to the defending player. Blocking with small creatures to not take any damage is sometimes a good strategy.
Yeah. Basically you have a lot of minions and then defend. I really like the magic system. This one is a Bloodrock Cyclops. Bloodrock Cyclops attacks each turn if able. There are only 50 words in the Cyclops language, and 10 of them mean kill. Okay, and we draw one card each turn, which is nice.
Something a little different. Instead of playing your land and casting
we do it in main phase 2, okay.
Wait until now. Attack with both of your creatures.
Why? That's totally dumb. I have to do. That's totally dumb. This one gets killed by this guy. If I would only attack with him. Okay, whatever.
It looks like Crimson Mage has decided not to block with his Bloodrock Cyclops, so he'll take 7 damage. Awesome.
Well, I'll take 3 damage in return as well.
During the main phase after combat, go ahead and play your land. You'll be in great shape to win if you cast this creature next.
I haven't even considered this one. I totally did not consider this one. I would have made a mistake in ring combat.
Crimson
but then it doesn't
land
matter.
And attack. Things are looking good.
Makes sense. It actually makes sense to not play them yet. Just surprise the enemy in the next turn. We can defend them. Next phase is a win, because that's totally 10 damage and he won't have anything to defend.
Is attack with
Alright. And we won the first tutorial phase.
In Quest 2, we'll spice up the battle with other kinds of spells.
Alrighty, I won. Let's go to the second quest, Expanding Horizons. Sorceries, creatures with flying and interacting with the graveyard. In addition to summoning creatures, you'll use the mana from your lands to cast sorceries. One-time use spells that can have a variety of immediate effects.
For your second quest, you'll be using a black deck. Black's specialty is removing your opponent's creatures. Your opponent is Azure Mage.
And blue usually has counterspells.
We arrived to this game already in progress. As you can see, a lot of dueling has gone on so far. But with no creatures on the battlefield, it'll take a miracle to survive the next few turns. It's Azure Mage's turn, and she attacks with her last remaining creature, bringing your life total to 2.
Well, that means nothing so far. I'm basically playing top deck here, which is the worst case scenario, because you never know what happens.
This looks promising. You've
got Assassinate,
a sorcery. Sorceries are cards intended to be used a single time.
Unlike creatures and lands, sorceries have an effect and are then put in the graveyard. In Magic, your turn is split into 5 phases. Sorceries can be cast in either of your 2 main phases. Most cases, I guess.
Assassinate is a card that can destroy a creature of your choice, as long as it's tapped. Since you're at 2 life, you'd better use it on Azure Mage's creature before it kills you.
Nah, don't feel like it. Destroy target tapped creature. This is how walls are won. Not with armies of soldiers, but with a single knife blade. Artfully placed. You're in your Royal Assassin. What is that one? That one is a Man-O-War. When Man-O-War enters the battlefield, return target creature to its owner's hand. Beauty to the eye does not always translate to the touch. Naima Family Philosopher. Alright. We're gonna destroy this one.
Now, Azure Mage will cast some spells. Divination allows the player to draw 2 cards, a signature blue spell.
Yep, that is indeed. Wait. Does usually look different?
Now you're
Flying. Windtrick has the flying ability, which means it can soar over your ground defenses. You'll need to play a card that can deal with this airborne threat. A smaller cousin to the dragon. Drakes are often seen at the side of powerful wizards who use them as airborne eyes and ears. But I wanted to look at that one. I thought it looked different, Divination. Draw 2 cards. Even the House of Galan, who takes the most scholarly approach to the mystic traditions, has resorted to exploring more primitive methods in Avakin's absence. It cannot attack since it has diminishing return.
Assassinate card, you have no way to destroy Azure Mage's Windrick. What will you do to stay alive?
That's Death Touch and is flying as well. Instead of life, it has life leech. Well, it just defended it. It has life leech and Death Touch, which is awesome. Fine with my wooden attack, yeah. I'll just kill this and wait for spells or something like that. Bring another card, flying 8/7. It doesn't matter much.
Now you're in serious trouble.
I just defend this guy.
That Goliath Sphinx can kill you with 1 hit. But the good news is that your Vampire Nighthawk can kill any creature it deals damage to because it has Death Touch.
Indeed it has. Death Touch and Liveling, which is awesome. Creature, Zombie Giant. Removing the encumbrance of useless brain tissue grants several advantages. A slight increase in mobility, a response of revulsion and horror from the enemy, and, in the case of large specimens, room for passengers. Zulasher Lichlord. What was that? He makes his home on the tallest mountain in Zediri, where the vista is as endless as his patience. Goliath sings. Alright. Well, we're gonna play this one. So we can defend with this guy.
Interesting decision. Do you attack with your Vampire Nighthawk? If you do, you won't have any untapped creatures to block the Goliath Sphinx.
We're gonna skip the attack, of course. We're gonna defend this guy. We get 2 damage, but we also get 2 health again. And this one will be dead. Oh, he's only attacking with that. That's a move. Okay. Sure. Why not?
You've drawn a powerful sorcery.
Well, he can defend that. It wasn't a bum move necessarily.
Reanimate creatures that are in a graveyard. Now's your chance to take that Goliath Sphinx as your own.
You've drawn a powerful sorcery. Rise from the grave can reanimate creatures that are in the graveyard. Now is your chance to take that Goliath Sphinx as your own. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That creature is a black zombie in addition to its other colored types. Death is no excuse for disobedience. Liliana Vess. Oh, it's a Planeswalker, isn't it? I guess that one. There we go.
It appears safe to attack with your zombie Goliath.
Unless he has a spell. Might have a spell. Destroyed a card. No, he doesn't have a spell. So that's pretty much an auto win then. Because it's a flying creature, he would need a flying creature as well. But this... Oh wow, that's an auto win now. I would have said this one is can attack as well, so we have enough damage anyway. So we won it either way. Would have needed a token.
As you play more Magic, you'll run into many kinds of spells and creature abilities. Look for spells that fit your playstyle. In Quest 3, we'll learn about spells with more permanent effects.
Join us in Quest 3 when we learn about spells with more permanent effects. Alright. Let's go and do Quest 3. Third quest, Augmentation. Enchantments affect the game and auras affect specific things. Alright, let's do this. It's taking quite a while, but eventually we'll get to the main story. I think we do our deck first after that. At least have a look at it. I think it's a custom deck here, it's not a preset. I like the preset decks in Magic 2014, because then you didn't need to think much about it, you just had standard deck and could play with it. Enchantments are permanents that represent magical resources. Some enchantments affect the entire game. Others, called auras, are attached to specific creatures or other cards.
For your third quest, you'll be using a white deck.
White decks are nice.
White's specialty is amassing an army of small, efficient creatures. Your opponent is Onyx Mage.
Alright, black against white. That's a typical setup. What do we have out? We have the Glory Seeker. There's no contract to sign, no oath to swear. The enlistment procedures to unsheathe your sword and point it at the enemy. And we have another Glory Seeker, which is Creature Human Soldier.
You've drawn an enchantment. Enchantments are powerful spells whose effects are constant as long as it remains on the battlefield. Honor of the Pure, for example, increases the power and toughness of all your white creatures.
That's pretty good. I like playing white decks usually. At least I used to like them a lot, the white and green. That's usually my go-to, I think. Honor of the Pure. It costs 1 normal and 1 light, I guess. White creatures you control get 1+1/+1. Together the soldiers were like a golden blade, cutting down their enemies and scarring the darkness. Alright. We can play that. So we have 2 free-frees now.
See how your creature's power and toughness have increased? Now, attack Onyx Mage with your improved creatures.
Let's do just that.
Also, your Honor of the Pure will affect all your creatures as long as it remains on the battlefield.
That's why it is so awesome. Black and white works good as well, I think. But I think my go-to will be green and white. What do we have here? We have Minotaur Abomination. Zombie Minotaur. Look at that, shuffling, wobbling, and trails place half his... What is that? Half his swordly? Is that a word? It's shameful. Who would let that kind of work flap about for all to see? Oh, okay, that's... Okay, less than Necromancer. That thing really doesn't look pretty good. It's like a human with a Minotaur or something like that. Blah. Get out of my face. It's a 4/6, so I can block one of my creatures. Still be good.
Oh no. It appears that Onyx Mage has put a stop to your advancing army. If you attack now, the
Oh, I only have
results
4
might
health.
not be good.
Well, yeah,
Perhaps
let's just do that. Gonna block both of them.
have a chance to take care of this Minotaur problem. Creatures have the ability to block in groups. In this situation, your Glory Seekers will be able to destroy the Minotaur abomination. But in the process, one of your Glory Seekers will also die.
Yes, it will. You go there, and you go there as well. Block. Usually I can assign the block alt as well. We have a Nightmare. Nightmare is a pretty good one. Flying. Nightmare's power and toughness are each equal to the number of swarms you control. It's a really strong card. It also costs 6, so it's at least a 6/6. So right now it might be a 7/7 or something like that. The thunder of its hoof speeds dreams into despair. It's even an 8/8 and flying, which is such
You've
a nice
drawn
card.
a special kind of enchantment.
Pacifism.
An aura.
That's pretty
While
nice.
enchantments affect the game globally, auras affect specific things, usually creatures. This one looks especially useful right now. This aura allows you to target any creature on the battlefield.
Costs 2. It's an aura. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. That's really awesome. For the first time in his life, Grak felt a little warm and fuzzy inside. Alright. That looks interesting. That's an interesting way to display that. It's like an orc with... It looks like a Capra demon from Dark Souls, to be quite honest. Sort of, at least. In human form, with orc body. And that looks weird. That looks just weird. Let's place that on him. Now we can attack without trouble.
Now that the nightmare has been pacified,
Pacifism means that Nightmare won't be able to attack you either. Enchanted creature gets -2, -2. Well, then it'll be a 1/1. Just care.
Onyx Mage has cast an aura on your Glory Seeker. The effect leaves it as a 1/1 creature.
It only does 1 damage, is it? A creature zombie. Feeding a normal army is a problem of logistics. With zombies, it is an asset. Feeding is why they fight. Feeding is why they are feared. Okay. Yeah, because they eat humans, I suppose. Or everything which comes on their nails. So we can't attack really. We can defend this one though.
Night Guard Patrol has some special...
Oh, there's First Strike and Vigilance. That's pretty good. First Strike has the advantage of attacking, well, first, and Vigilance has the advantage of staying untapped even after blocking or attacking. So that's best card, which could be. Gonna skip the attack and continue. Because we're First Strike, we can just attack with all. Why was there no attack with all? That was a First Strike and I stay on my guard, so I can still defend even if something comes up now, which is like, I don't know, speed or something like that, or immediate strike or something like that. I don't know how it's called. There's like some effect which lets you attack immediately after you placed a card.
Now swing in for the win.
And down he goes. There are also things like Double Strike.
As you
Double
play
Strike's
more
pretty
Magic,
powerful.
remember that enchantments can help you win the game, either by improving your creatures, removing your opponent's creatures, or other cool effects. In Quest 4, we'll learn some tricky spells and interactions.
Alright, we shall just do that, I think. What's up next? I guess it's like... Counterspell, so that must be blue. Instance, Counterspell, another trick. So it might be red, but I think it's blue. The stack is where every spell waits for other players to respond to it. Instant spells take advantage of the stack for surprising tricks like dealing damage, buffing a creature, or even countering an opponent's skill.
For your fourth quest, you'll be using a blue deck. Blue's specialty is disrupting its opponent's plans, drawing cards, and using difficult-to-block creatures. Your opponent is Jade Mage.
We have 2 flyers, and we also only have 4 health. So we use to defend that. +3/+3 till end of turn. Why that?
Jade Mage cast an instant. Instants work just like sorceries. They apply immediately to the game and are then discarded, except they can be played at any time. This spell makes her Rumbling Baloth larger, but only until the end of the turn.
Well, it's just a useless thing. Oh well, he didn't want to die, that's why. He didn't want to die, that's why he used it.
You've drawn Cancel, a spell that counters another one. Countering stops a spell from happening. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, like summoning a creature, you can respond to it with an instant like Cancel. If you counter your opponent's spell, it will go to their graveyard and the mana they used is still spent.
That's nice. Instant. Counter target spell. What you are attempting is not against the law. It is, however, extremely foolish. And we have an air elemental on board. He costs 3, 2 of which are blue. He's an elemental and flying. The east wind, an interloper in the dominions of westerly weather, is an impassive face tyrant with a sharp podient held by behind his back for a treacherous staff. Joseph Conrad, the Mirror of the Sea, alright, and he is Rumbling Baloth. We already read that, I think. Yeah, was like in the first tutorial.
If you attack now, you'll be in danger of losing the game. Better not attack until you have better choices.
Sure. So that one is just counter target spell. Right. Stop the game.
Okay, now Jade Mage has cast another giant growth. But instead of letting it make her Rumbling Baloth bigger, you can respond by pausing the action and casting Cancel.
Alright, and space still works, that's good.
Now you've cast a spell, Cancel, targeting Jade Mage's spell, Giant Growth. This zone, where spells live before they resolve, is called the stack. Every player can add more instants or abilities to the stack in the same way.
Alright, that's good to know. And down the growth goes. I'll probably still attack. I would do it. A spike below. Tramples. Pretty neat. 4/2 though. If a Baloth isn't hungry, it's dead. Alright. Weird life. Permanent hungry.
Pyromancer, a creature with a triggered ability. That means when something specific happens, this card will automatically do something special. Many creatures have a triggered ability when they enter the battlefield. Pyromancer, for example, will retrieve an instant or sorcery from your graveyard.
Okay. When the Pyromancer enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from graveyard to your hand. It's 1/2. Words of power never disappear. They sleep, awaiting those of the will to rouse her. Costs 4 mana. We only have counter and we can still play it. 3 cards.
Normally, blocking creatures take all the damage from the attacking creature. But if a creature with trample is blocked, it will deal enough damage to kill the blocking creature and deal its remaining damage to the defending player.
Well, we have to block.
Unless you stop the timer to...
Duskdale Worm. Or Worm. Worm. Creature Worm. Trample. Last time I tore up the Wild Leaf, turned Mist Meadow into a mudhole, and made the river jump its banks. On the bright side, we were eating venison for weeks. Okay. You gonna go away, Duskworm? I don't want any of that. And we have draw 2 cards. Okay, let's do divination. Draw 2 cards is always nice. Draw cards in general is nice. Play either adapt, then target spike below with its enters the battlefield ability. Alright. Then either adapt, enters the battlefield. Return target creature. When? Not then. Return target creature to its owner's hand. The universe is my instrument, and the song I play upon, it is one you are forbidden to hear. That one is exchange control of 2 target creatures. Say hello to your new friend. Alright. Switcheroo. Costs 5 mana. Now he's playing Primordial Hydra. Primordial Hydra enters the battlefield with X+1/+1 counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of +1/+1 counters on Primordial Hydra. Primordial Hydra has trample as long as it has 10 or more +1/+1 counters on it. So X basically means the amount of mana you spend over those 2 required ones. So it is 7/7 now? That's gonna hurt. Fantastic! Switcheroo is sure to turn the tide in your favor. Casting it allows you to swap one of your creatures from one of your opponents. Cast Switcheroo and swap your ever adapt for your Primordial Hydra. Sure, do that. Switcheroo! Well, let's play that. He's not attacking, is he? Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Oh, wow, it's 14 now. That's gonna be one shot. And it has trample, it's GG. Why is it now 14? Oh wow, that's pretty strong. That's a really strong card.
Instants are powerful ways to surprise your opponents or thwart their plans. Practice using the stack with tricks like Giant Growth, Cancel, and others. In Quest 5, we'll suit up interesting creatures with equipment.
Alrighty. Equipment is usually like fire, yellow. Combination of those. Many cards in Magic have special abilities even after they are cast. Some permanents have abilities you can activate, while others have abilities that trigger when certain conditions are met.
For your final quest, you'll be using a red deck. Red's specialty is aggressive, quick creatures with interesting abilities. Your opponent is Alabaster Mage.
A gun with low amounts of health. And he is a creature out, so he uses the advantage. Even though he only has 3 health, like, that's pretty bad. At least playing top deck it is bad. Although he has like 4 in his hand right now from the looks of it. Staff of the Sun Magus. Whenever you cast a white spell or planes enters the battlefield, under your control you gain 1 life. Okay, that's pretty good. A Storefront Pegasus. It's a flying creature. At summer's end, the Pegasus herds them Peeds across the sky, their silent footfalls taunt the clouds and bid the rains to come. Stormfront Fable. What do we get?
You've drawn Prodigal Pyromancer, a creature with an activated ability. That means this creature allows you to take an action, pay a cost, and then this creature does something, an effect. For example, Prodigal Pyromancer allows you to tap it, and if you do, it deals 1 damage to a creature or player of your choice.
Which is pretty good, at least in this case. So we're gonna play it.
Just like attacking, abilities that require a tap, like Prodigal Pyromancers, can't be activated while a creature is summoning sick.
So that way you can get to the flying opponent. Gets another health. And this is a Bone Splitter. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. Oh, that's really
Mage
nice.
has cast and equipment. It usually improves a creature. Casting an equipment spell only puts it on the battlefield. To attach or reattach it, you need to pay its equip cost. Equipment remains on the battlefield even if the creature leaves.
I thought you equipped it initially on someone, but apparently that isn't the case anymore. I will take that damage. Well, I have no choice. You took 4 damage from this attack because bones will increase the equipped creature's power by 2. Yes, it does. What do we have now? We have a thing. Noted by a prodigal Pyromancer no longer has summoning sickness, you can activate its ability. You can tap it to deal 1 damage to creature or player of your choice. Sure, do that. Activate ability. Tap Prodigal Pyromancer to deal 1 damage to Stormfront. Pegasus now. Anytime Prodigal Pyromancer is untapped, you can use its ability. It's a little bit like an instant. Sure. That one.
Unlike auras, if a creature with an attached equipment
We already know
leaves
that.
the battle,
We'll play the card as well. Maybe we get something nice and big, like 7. I don't even know if there's a 7 for the fire
like
deck.
equipment, there are many artifact cards in Magic. Artifacts are usually colorless. This means that any color of mana may be used to cast them. Even some creatures are artifacts. Anything that affects artifacts can affect artifact creatures as well.
Okay. Gargoyle Defender. Until end of turn, Gargoyle Sentinel loses Defender and gains flying. That's pretty good. Do not mistake it quite rampant for one that is unguarded. Some things stir only when they need to. Banova Siege Commander. So Defender means he can only block, and flying means he can fly. It's a pretty strong card. Hope I get something which can destroy him.
You drew Torch Fiend. It has an activated ability that doesn't require
That's pretty good.
tapping. These can be used even when a creature is summoning sick. Torch Fiend's ability requires you to sacrifice it, put it in your graveyard, to get the effect.
It's worth though, because that's an artifact and we can kill it. How I can choose. Let's attack me. I want to lose. Archangel, that's a pretty good one. Flying Vigilance, 5/5. The sky rang with the cries of armored seraphs, and the darkness made a tactical retreat. Seraphs! Are we in Tales of Systeria? Where's Mikleo and Lila?
You drew Dragon Hatchling. Its activated ability costs 1 red mana. All activated abilities may be used as many times as you can pay the cost. Be
Oh, that's pretty
careful.
good.
The ability only lasts until the end of the turn.
That was weird. Why did it skip that? Oh yeah, because of summoning signals. What now? Why now? Why not during defense? Can do this during the defense, but okay. Now I would stop the timer and use that, but well, why not? Let's do what the tutorial says. What is that? Binding Mage. Tap target creature. I carry the light of truth. Do not pity those of blinds, for they never had eyes to see. What was that? Those dragons grow fast. For a while they feed on squirrels and goblins, and then suddenly you're missing a mammoth. Alright, why not? He's equipping that shit, okay. Serang spear deals 3 times to target creature or player. Sometimes you die glorious death if your sword held high. Sometimes you just target practice. Sometimes allow you to target creature or player. Cast Serang to deal 3 damage to your opponent's binding mage. Victory is nearly within your grasp. Sure, it's an instant. Hello? Oh, God damn it. Yeah, creatures, sure. That one. So what's he playing next? He's playing nothing, but I probably draw something useful.
Volcanic dragon.
That's a pretty good one.
It has haste.
Oh,
This
haste,
means
okay.
It's not affected by summoning sickness.
Sure, let's play him. Sometimes an eruption in Shiv produces something more dangerous than a mere river of molten rock. Volcanic dragon. Alright. Let's play him. Then attack with all. Or let's attack just with that. Players, enemy. It's usually better than straight up attacking. And that's the win.
Equipment and activated abilities are interesting tools that can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Use them wisely.
Alrighty. The final quest, prove your worth. Now it's time to show how well you understand the principles of magic. Let's do the final tutorial. 1 hour tutorial, that's okay, I guess. A horde of monsters threatens to overrun a local village. Armed with the new spells you've chosen, it's time to put your skills to the test. Put a stop to the onslaught. Okay. This might be my deck, to be quite honest, but I'm not sure. No, maybe not, I don't know. We have 1 land, that's usually pretty bad. We have 1 creature which can be played by 1 land, that's pretty good. Target creature gets -1, -0 until the end of turn, draw a card. Chasm Stalker, whenever you draw a card, put it +1/+1 counter on Chasm Stalker. When Chasm Stalker dies, put X +1/+1. Oh no, 1/1 blue squid creatures tokens with Iron Walk onto the battlefield, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on a Chasm Stalker. Hunt Week, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then add creature fights target creature you don't control. He who hesitates is lunch. Primal Hunt Beast, hexproof. To the unskilled, it appears as blurred patches of distorted light if you have seen its true form. Switcheroo and Kraken of the Straits. Creatures with powerless and the number of islands you control can't block Kraken of the Straits. We want to draw a new hand. That's really bad. That's worth. We have an Antelope. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may gain 2 life. And a Scroll Thief. Whenever Scroll Thief deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Breaching Hippocamp. Flash. When Breaching Hippocamp enters the battlefield, untap another target creature you control. Alright, we're gonna keep that hand. And we play that, why not? I guess he's playing Dark and Red. What's he playing? A Foundry Citizen Denizen. No, a Foundry Street Denizen. Whenever another red creature enters the battlefield under your control, Foundry Street Denizen gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. After the Foundry Street Riot, arrest a Hullbane, try to ban Bludgeons, which inevitably resulted in another riot. Alright. What did we draw? We drew Guard Gamasaur. Defender flying, prevent all combat damage without Guard Gamasaur. So basically it's immortal. Okay. Sure, why not? So he's playing green and red. I get 1 damage. That's fine. Well, no, it's not fine by me. Let's play that. Why not? So I get no damage and I draw a card. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. You don't find many old werewolf hunters. Werewolf hunters, okay. What is that? That is return target creature to its owner's hand. Its controller loses 1 life. That's useful. So we can play a variety of cards. Captures merfolk have infiltrated fortresses, remote as Desert Citadel and Shinari in their relentless quest for arcane knowledge. Well, we can play that guy. Seems to be right. A Regavian Firecat. It stalks the Regavian highlands, leaving behind murdered snow, scorched earth, and charred corpses of would-be temple robbers. Okay. I'm gonna play this guy. And this guy. It's an instant. Let's leave it there for now. Hexproof, free. Okay, we know this guy from Hunt Beast. What is Flash? Creatures, artifacts, and enchantments with Flash can be cast at any time. An instant could be cast, okay. I wonder. Let me try something out. That is bullshit. That is really bullshit in my opinion. Oh, it's hexproof, that's why. It is hexproof. Well, that was my fail then. That was totally my fail. Frickin' hexproof, I totally... Oh, Jesus Christ. Frickin' hexproof. Oh, that's making me mad, you know. Let's try this out. Oh, that doesn't work. God damn it. I totally forgot the hexproof. Hexproof really does screw with me right now. And he's another hexproof guy. Oh Jesus, that's gonna get ugly. What is that? That is sign of the wild's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. It's a free for now. Can you change what is used? No, of course you can't because of that. Let's play that. And then that. Gonna skip the attacking. Just playing this guy again, alright. Oh, that happened, okay. Sure, why not? Wow, this doesn't really help me right now. God damn it. Well, we don't really have anything to untap, but well. We're playing top deck, which is not really nice. What's he playing now? He's playing a Timberlord guy. When Timberlord guy enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Okay. I thought he was hexproof. God damn it. That works then? That's cheating in my opinion. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 chasm stock on chasm dice, put X. Okay. Sure. Let's play him. Let's do that. Oh, he kills that. Nope, he's killing that one. Oh, he's doing a double kill with that. That was pretty good. And he's killing that one. Wow. Just wow. Draw 3 cards. Target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Okay. Well, I guess him. Weak cards. So nice. It's coming now. Hunted weak. Well, I guess he's gonna kill this guy now. That works, really? God damn it. Give me more cards. What is that? Okay. What do we need for that? 2? Need 2, yes. Can play all of them, really. Or almost. I need to do this. Really, yeah, I need to do that. He's probably attacking with all now. No, he's not attacking at all. Oh, he's putting +1/+1 on that one, I guess. Yes, he does. Only damage to the player, okay. It's a good idea to play a land each of my turns. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to. Oh my goodness. My deck is smaller than his. Oh, let's play it, why not? 6/6. War lands. Jesus. Oh, it's an aura. God damn it. Well, he's dead. Taking all the damage, Sam. Stack with all. That was dumb, but okay. He's gonna attack with all as well. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's giving me 9 damage now. What is that? 0-4 Kraken, okay. It's a defender, alright. Still attacking with all. No, wrong. Can I please get something useful? Creature your opponent's control gets -4, -0 until the end of turn. I need to skip attacking, that's the main problem here. Let's do that, and well, I need to do this. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1 on target beast creature you control. The beginning of my end step. Wasn't that just there a second ago? When Frostlings enters the battlefield, tap target creature on opponent's controls. The creature doesn't untap during the control next untap step. That's pretty good. Oh, fucking hell. It's not attack with all, it's only attack with him. So not a beast, oh it's a wolf, okay. Oh, he skipped blocking, that's good. Oh, goddammit, give me creatures! I just need creatures, nothing more. That's a hard game for a tutorial. Well, I do play on Planeswalker, but still. Still insane. Put 2 1/1 red creature tokens onto the battlefield. Oh my goodness, they might kill me. Oh, god damn it. I might have lost that. I might have lost that, really. Only have 2 health left. If I don't get anything nice now, I'm gonna be ending. Yep, that's the end. I've lost. Wow, I've lost the tutorial. That's pretty interesting. Why do I have like no cards? Well, we can restart the duel. Let's try that again. Is it the same starting hand? Maybe, maybe not. Keep hand. I have creatures now. I don't really care about lands. I have thousands in that deck. And he's of course starting out with Spire Trace. Spire Trace can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach. So it's basically a flying creature. God damn it, I have nothing to play. Now I get all the creatures, but I have no land cards. Watch that. We've only been half an hour on this fight, are we? A Kiln Fiend. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Kiln Fiend gets +3/+0 until the end of the turn. Okay. You're starting out with new stuff as well now. What is that? I really get no land cards now. Usually I start with at least 2. You have too many... I have to discard cards, since when is that a thing? God damn it. Well, go away you. Can I get like land, like an island right there? Whenever no red creature enters the battlefield, this one, sure. Now another one, wow. Yay, I've got an island. Can play a card. Oh, can't be blocked, okay. It's attacking with all. That's a pretty good card if I had more stuff. I need one more land for this one, then I'll be going. Oh, I cannot be defended by that. God damn it, cancel. Of course I get nothing now. What is that? Are the cards against me or what? Well, I'm not gonna attack now. Because I need my health and all. Please, a land now. Wow, I really get no land. I draw all the creatures now. Are you joking with me? Probably. Oh, wow, put a +1/+1, probably on this guy. Oh, and this guy. So he can attack as well. I'm taking the damage. Give me a land, for goodness sake, finally. It only took you half a century. I'm gonna play this guy, and then play that one. This one can't be blocked, so I'm gonna play that thing. Free Sarah and has first strike. God damn it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, he really is out to kill me, is he? I need to prevent damage. Let's play that one. I need health. What do I need? I take one of each. I wanted to put my hopes on that one, but now I can't do that. I think I need a flying creature or reach. Let's put them out. Oh shit, it has first strike. So I'm gonna die anyway. Fucking hell. Well, I need to defend that. He's gonna die, but at least I survived one round, I suppose. It's a pretty strong card. That's lost. God damn it. That's harder than I thought. I think we're sitting on a tutorial for today. Hello. Restart, please. No. Sure. At least I have a good starting hand now. It's 1-2. What's evolve? Creatures with evolve get a +1/+1 whenever a creature with greater power or toughness enters the battlefield under your control. Well, that's pretty nice. Let's put him here. Oh god damn it. You've got to be joking with me. Of course he has that right now, and he deals 4 damage to me immediately. Planeswalker is no joke, I tell you. Gotta take the damage. And he's playing another hexproof guy. Wow, this is already starting bad already again. I might have to turn it down a notch. I'm gonna receive 4 damage. And he's playing another one of these. Wow. Wow, just wow. Nothing to say to that. Let's restart the game, because I already see that this is not gonna work. They really give me a bad deck for that, don't they? Let's keep the hand and start with that. At least I get to start with something this time around. Okay, and friend again. Yeah. Let's play this one first. Of course he has another one of these. That's why wouldn't he? And he has that one. And he kills that guy. Wow. I'm gonna take the 4 damage then. Let's see if he has another spell to kill this guy. +3 plus serang first strike. Really. Still that, but let's see if we can kill this guy. We should be able to. Luckily. That one is a 2/3 now, whatever. Might be able to kill this thing immediately, to be quite honest. Five free trample, okay. Just attacking with this guy. Turn it down to 15. This might be a bit better this time around. This time it's 5 in total, so we can do that. Of course, this guy untapped, but won't attack with it. 4-1, okay. Let's do that. I think we might have this time around. Just need to attack with him once more. Then we have it. We have it. GG, finally. That only took us like an hour. Why is he doing that? What's the reason for that? Why is he killing my creature? Not quite as certain what that was, but okay. One, two. And he survives. That was just fuck you move. Finally. We made it. Alrighty. So let's look at the deck builder decks. What's that my deck actually? I have deck number 1, white blue deck against Chase, pure white, with deck, blue and green, so I guess that is my current deck, it was my current deck. Let's delete all of that. I'm sure it worked out at one point, those decks, but I want to equip a new one. Okay. We want to create a new deck. Let's do that. Natural. Harness the circles of life and death. Black spells. Reports from the green creatures walking in the graveyard. Still like custom or custom deck, okay. So that. To have a default deck for now. green and white. Okay. Save and quit. So we have a green and white deck for now. Equip that deck. And we can delete this one. Okay. So this will be our deck for now. No, I don't want to quit. I want to start with single player. The campaign, what is that? Practice duel, okay. Let's start with the campaign. I've already unlocked... Did I already unlock all of those? Apparently I did. Maybe. I'm not sure. Guess we start with Innistrad. Guess I did that. Wow. Interesting. Explore Innistrad. The necromancer Liliana Vest doesn't appreciate intruders. Convince her that you are worthy of an interview. So we have lots of forest stuff here, okay. Sure, let's keep the hand, why not? So Liliana, we start immediately with Liliana apparently. Sure. We get a card, which is a land gate. And it's a battlefield. Add or to your mana pool. Okay, interesting. Zombie enters the battlefield. Jet Medallion. Black spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Oh wow. That's a pretty shiny one. Let's replay this one. And attack. With 1 damage. Maybe we are able to beat Liliana today. Liliana Spectre, Creature Spectre. Flying. When Liliana Spectre enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. Oh, I should discard a card, is that so? Well, let's do that. Well, let's play him. Why not? Could make them fight each other, but that's not worth it right now. He's probably giving me now 2 damage. I'm prepared for that. Liliana Spectre, another card to discard. Oh, god damn it. I guess you go away now. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent discards a card if you control the creature with the greatest power or type for the greatest power. That's a big move. Need one more. But I can play him. Let's attack with him and him. just a defender, is it? Oh no, protection against. Okay, that's a pretty good card, is it? Which might get destroyed. When Yana's Shade enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a swamp card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shove it back. Yana's Shade gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Okay. Is it Vigilant? It has first strike though. What is that? Okay. Well, we can play that. And we can play that. Oh, it died because of that. I totally forgot about that, but well. That's okay. Put target creature card from graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. You'll use life equal to its converted mana cost. Okay. Who's coming back? Flyer, okay. Attack with all of them. He has to defend one. He's choosing the higher one, okay. No, 33 health. That deck is a lot better than my previous one. I think we might be able to actually win it this time, the first time round. We are indeed. Nice. Finally. We won. New booster unlocked, alright. Sure, open booster. How do you... that's how you switch between them, okay. Interesting. Well, let's add it to the deck. To the pile, I guess. Living Dev. You are confronted by a horrible sight. The mangled body of a planeswalker. From the shadows you hear a mad giggling and a chorus of groans. The corpse begins to twitch. The ghoul card Agiza emerges, happy to add another recruit to our army. So it's a necromancer, so we probably play against black deck. That's not a good one to start. Trollian, that's better. Alrighty. Interesting. It's a pretty interesting card. Sky of Zombie. 2/2, alright. It's alright with me. No, withdraw. I wanted to skip. Not attack with all. That's no good, attacking with all. What's he playing now? Zombie Snake. Does he have first strike? No, he only has vigilance, okay. When Banisher Priest enters the battlefield, exile target creature and opponent's controls until Banisher Priest leaves the battlefield. Okay. Can do that. That's pretty good. Can we play that? Oh, okay, my creature can help cast that spell. But we don't want to do that then. Let's exile this card. Then we can play another one. And then we attack with him. He's probably gonna block that one. What do we put 3 damage into it? That's nice. Just a 3/2 ghoul, alright. That's fine with me. Let's play that one, and then that one. That's what it did, okay. What's he playing now? Carry on this battlefield tabbed, okay. That's a flying creature. So something to watch out for. And another 2/2 zombie. Lots of zombies. What's Convoke? The creatures can help cast the spell. Each creature tapped while casting the spell pays 1. Oh, that's interesting. Well, if it's tabbing and not sacrificing, and it works. One, 2, 3. Confirm. That thing is 11 now. Let's attack. Let's take the 2 damage. Oh, that's a good one. Flying. Seraph of the Mass power total is equal to the number of creatures you control. Oh wow, another one of these. Well, 1, 2. I don't really need to do that. I need one more. Okay, confirm that. Now I have a 12/12 flying. We might be able to win this time around. We didn't accomplish much today, but at least we did something, I suppose. What is that? Target creature gets +X until the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Okay. I cannot do it anytime, okay. Well, sure, let's see if we can overrun him. 13. 3-4. 2-2. All of those. Yeah, that makes sense. There's only 5 health left. I have so much creatures, I feel overpowered right now. And now comes a while. Clear all enemies from the field. Nope, that's it. We won. Siege Worm, Convoke Trample. Convoke, is that new? I never knew that existed. Alrighty. That will be negative damage, I suppose. How much does he have? Lots of negative, probably. We finished Living Dev. So next thing we do is Coast Existence. We're gonna continue here the next time, so which will be next week. I thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully see you the next time around. Tomorrow might be no stream. There's probably no stream tomorrow. I don't have time for it. So we will continue on Sunday with Minecraft Rise of the Pack. Tranquil Xenoverse will continue then on Tuesday, starting at 6 PM, going until 8 PM. We still have the DLCs to start, so we will do that. And yeah. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you have a nice day. Goodbye.